Full Gospel Baptist Church invites you to the Cloud Conference, July 9th through 10th. Join us for this interactive 2-day online experience as we discuss the future of faith, family, fitness, and finances with main session speakers Bishop Joseph W. Walker III, Dr. Stephanie Walker, Bishop Paul S. Morton Sr., Darius Daniels, Cloud speakers Phil Cook, Dr. Anita Phillips, Craig Oliver, April D. Ryan, and more. Sign up for the Cloud Conference for free. Visit our website for more information.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Cloud. What's up, everybody? Behind the Cloud, we're at the Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship. We're in the final night of the Cloud Conference. We believe it's your season of grace. What's up, kind-hearted diva? I'm doing well. How y'all doing? Start a watch party. Start a watch party, everybody. Hey, back to Skip. Okay, I look like some of my people are on now. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Oh, yeah. Shout out to this man, Christopher J. Harris. Today is his wedding anniversary, y'all. And on his wedding anniversary, he's working at the Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship. Man, we appreciate you. Saint Shannon. Uh-oh. What's up, Nick? Nick from Alabama is here. Is it Roll Tide or Go Tigers? Which one is it? What's up, Pastor Poole? Oh, boy, we got something good for you today. Oh, it's going to be so good and so informative. Okay. Uh-oh. Knew he was going to be on. Yes, a smart man. He protects his investment. That's how we got him. Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Share y'all screen, everybody. What's up, Terrence? Love you, man, from the 504. Patricia Green. What's up, Patricia? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Margie, the real Tigers, the purple and gold. I'm not talking about Auburn. I mean, Roll Tide. Rebecca Love, that's my niece, y'all. What's up, niece? Marlinda. Shout out to Marlinda Henry. Really should have had her on today, man. Freddie Washington, take him off the screen. Love you, boy. I appreciate you, man. I used to be a fan of Alabama till y'all fired my friend Avery Johnson. This is my big brother right here, y'all. Look how good looking he is. That's Big Brother George. What's up, big brother? Big brother George, I see you, man. Me? No, I'm never messy. Let me know where you hit me from, y'all, and start a watch party. Oh, we fussing now. We fussing now. I want to introduce y'all to somebody. First of all, you're going to love her for several different reasons. Number one, you're going to love her because she's lovable, one of the most lovable people I know. All right? And you're going to love her because she's going to teach you how to get some money in your pocket. Now, if you want some money, because I'm just going to turn her loose. We're going to talk a little while. I'm just going to turn her loose and let her just talk about it. How many of y'all need some more money? Let me see. What's up, Carolyn? What's up, Kev? What's up, Kev? Anybody need some money? Okay. Everybody that raised their hand, you in store for a treat today. She's going to tell you how to get it, budget it, spend it, what to do with it, and how to get some more. Little tricks. Little tricks. Share your screen. Minister T. Michelle Harrell Jackson. Yeah, me too, Marcy. We love our Full Gospel family. And guess what? Freddie. It's coming down, Pastor Hickson. It's coming down. What's up, Felipe? Our second assistant. What's up, Felipe? Okay, y'all. She's been featured in the Huffington Post. She's brilliant when it comes to money. Can y'all make some noise right now for the incomparable ALAINA FINGAL? Make some noise for y'all. That's what we'll be saying. Clap your hands. What's up, Lena?
Hello, sir. Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I am doing good.
So for those of you that don't know, this is ALAINA FINGAL. She's a part of the Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship finance team, but also she is the owner and CEO of the Organized Money, which has been featured in Huffington Post and other publications. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But also she was a presenter for our classes, and she's going to be on tonight.
Yes, I am. I have the privilege of doing the Pillar Talk for finance. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm teaching a class talking about how to survive a financial crisis. You know, as we go through COVID-19, we know that it's a health pandemic, but it's also considered a financial pandemic. And so we're going to dive into the different ways to survive a financial crisis, the different things that you can do.
And that's her husband,
That's sweetie.
Who is also working on Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship marketing team. He's behind much of what we see on social media. He started something really cool. We'll talk about it later. Black, Saved, and Smart. So ALAINA.
Yes.
You have been in this area of finance for quite some time now. You developed a reputation for it, and you were just featured in another magazine other than Huffington Post. Which one was that?
Yeah, so I was recently just featured in the New York Weekly, and it was just an article about the Organized Money and what it's all about, and just behind the scenes of the show. So I really love the Organized Money is all about planning life, organizing your money, managing money, and monetizing what you know. And so I was featured for being able to be on this platform and teaching other people in the different things that they can do in order to help them get to the next level with their money. Thank you. Thank you so much, Isaiah. So if you are struggling, let's say you have, you've been going through the pandemic, you've been going through COVID-19, maybe you're unemployed, maybe something has happened to where you are just trying to figure out where to get started, how to budget, what to do, then my class is definitely for you. It's on how to survive a financial crisis. And we go through step by step the different things that you can do in order to get back on track and stay on track. And even after that, if you want to check out the Organized Money, you definitely can, because we also get into how to make more money. I know a lot of times we focus on just managing what we have, and that's a really big part of it. If you know how to manage what you have, then that's how you can kind of get started. But once you learn how to monetize what you know, how to take the gifts that God has given you already and learn how to multiply them and make money off of them and make money online, especially in this season, that's definitely when you can get to the next level. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. If anybody has already come and watched my class, thank you so much. And just thank you for being there. But yeah, that's all that Organized Money is about. And if you want to find more of me I also do a class every single Monday, absolutely for free. And it's called Money Monday.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, because it's amazing what a season can birth.
Mm-hmm.
ALAINA is also the pastor of finance, overseer of finance at the City of Love, and has totally reorganized and revolutionized our finances from a business perspective. And I want to talk to pastors who are listening. I thought I was pretty good when it came to business and finance. Okay. But then I got to the place where I realized that I may have an anointing for something, but we needed somebody that had an education when it comes to a certain amount of money, and expertise when it comes to money. And so we had to do something, and ALAINA was on a job on a Fortune 500 company. and then made the sacrifice to come work with us in ministry at City of Love and applied the principles that she learned. She has an MBA. She's certified in several different areas. And that's she came to help us. And she's going to be presenting tonight during our conference, giving the pillow talk on pillar talk on money and finances. But the thing that we love and most, and Pastor Fran and I, you have a unique way of showing people how to earn money. And you said how to exercise their gift. And out of this COVID-19 births Money Monday. Mm-hmm. We didn't have this beforehand, but we wanted to make sure we were meeting needs, because the biggest thing that we found out about this pandemic is that everybody was scared. Am I going to be able to survive the next 2 or 3 months with $1,200 from the government? But Money Monday was birthed out of that. So tell us a little bit more about Money Monday.
Yeah, so with Money Monday, we jump on every Monday at 4 p.m. We are only there for 1 hour. And during that time, we are diving into money topics that are going to help you with your overall financial strategy. So we are talking about budgeting. We're talking about easy ways to save money. We're talking about easy ways to make money, how to make money online, different things that you should be doing, overall financial strategies that really will help you. And at the end of each session, we are going through questions, different questions that you may have about just different things that may be happening in your own personal finances. And I even bring on other financial experts, other people who dive into this area, who have years of experience, that know a particular topic, and they will just give all the knowledge that they have within an hour. We recommend books. We talk about podcasts. We talk about a bunch of different things that you can get from the class, and it's all free. So you can register just by texting wealth to 72,000. And once again, it's free. So what do you have to lose? You just get all of the knowledge. And the one thing that I will say is most people are fearful about money because they don't understand something. It's usually fear is birthed out of not understanding. But the more you take classes, the more you take time out to actually take the time to listen and learn and really dive into money topics, the better you will get at understanding your future and the less fearful you will be. So definitely check out Money Monday. We are there every single Monday, 4 p.m. Central.
Yeah, it's a great class, and I participated in the classes, and you learn so much. Text the word wealth to 72,000. And one thing that ALAINA is going to send you as a free gift, she's going to send you a link on how to save money that you will never miss. Okay, it's absolutely free. This is absolutely free. She's going to send you a link, and she's going to give you the details, but it's so easy. Just getting an app, and you can save a whole lot of money. We'll send you that link and as soon as you text the word wealth to 72,000. ALAINA, your class is so popular. It's one of the most popular classes that we have in our fellowship. And that is because for a long time in the church, we didn't discuss money from the 90% perspective. We normally taught money from the 10% perspective. Why is it important that we understand and are taught in church as well, not just the tithe, which is important, not just the teruma, which is important, but also what to do with the 90% that you have left over?
Yeah, because the 90% really dives into our behavior. I always talk about how we spend money is not based on exactly how much we have. It's based on our habits, our behavior, our routines. A lot of what we do is based off routine and not our need. So when we're talking about the 90%, we're really diving into our habits, our routines, the different things that we're doing that we may not even realize that we're doing. And we're really just kind of making small changes. I'm really big on small changes that really make a big difference in the long run. So we talk about small ways to save. We look at apps, we look at strategies that are small and won't have a really big impact on our lives, because we still want to live our lives to the best of our ability. But we are looking at small things that we can do. And then in the long run, we still have a lot in our savings account. We still are able to pay off debt. We're still able to make more money in the long run from our homes and just using what we already know.
And it's been great. It's worked for us. It's fun to look back and say, whoa,
Yeah.
where all that money came from. But it's money we already had and we don't even miss it.
Right.
It's called the law of Kaizen. We taught this just recently, how little changes consistently can make a big difference. Does that apply to money too, and how?
Yeah, so a big part of what I talk about is diving into consistency. We identify behaviors, we identify our habits, we look at the routine, and then we base a routine around that entire system. So that's why I say it's better to save $5 every single week than to save 500 one time. Why? Because if you save 500, you may save it that one time, and then you're going to pick off of it little by little over the course of the next month, over the course of the, until you need to save again. Or you aren't able to save that amount of money the next time, so then you just skip it. But if you're able to save the exact same amount, $50 every single week, and you're able to do that for 5 months, you're able to do that for 6 months, then you have $1,000, you have $1,500, you have more in the long run. You have way more money so set aside. And it's all about the habit, and the consistency of that habit is what really gets you to your goal in the long run, not the big amounts 1 or 2 times, just being able to be consistent with it. So we're really big on consistency. I'm really big on finding small ways to make changes and to do what you're really trying to do, because in that is how we achieve our true financial goals.
We've got a question from co-pastor Centrell Janot that said, why is it most African Americans find it challenging to create and live on a budget? Great question, co-pastor.
Yeah, I believe that with our community as a whole, there's a couple of things that have been challenging for us. The first one is we haven't been taught. There are conversations that should be had at the dinner table that we have not had, because it's been faux pas to talk about money with our kids, or, we didn't learn. If our parents didn't have, then they weren't able to teach us. So that is a big challenge within our community. And we're not taught in school, you're not taught at home. So then where would you possibly be taught? And then the other thing that really can kind of come against us is that immediate gratification, that I have to have it now. I have been without for so long, so now I need to live a certain way. And I think that it's the mindset of I have to have it all now, instead of I can time this out, because you can still have it. You just need to time it out to develop the full strategy behind it. And then once you have that strategy, you can get it all.
I'm talking to ALAINA FINGAL. I wanted you to meet her. She's presenting tonight of the Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship Cloud Conference and her class. Please, all the classes run about 30 minutes or so. You can go and dive into the class right now, and you can really have really simple strategies to take your life to the next level. Now, ALAINA, of course, I know you're a wife and a mother, got 2 girls and the like, but primarily you talk to African-American women about how they can manage their money. Why did you decide to choose that particular group?
Well, first, most African-American women, especially when we are dealing with our kids in the home, we have to have a lot of strategy of how the home is going to be run. So with that, I felt like they were the most the best population to reach out to. We are out and about, and we are eager to learn. We are, college educated, the number one top college educated, and we want to know. So I reached out to this population, and because I'm a huge planner, paper planner, like to write things down, and those were my people. I could feel that they gravitated toward me, and I was able to teach them exactly what they needed to do in their community, especially with their kids and in their home, with the management of their home. We have a lot on our plate. We have to, figure out how we're going to cook, clean, manage the kids. And in trying to do it all, a lot of that takes a lot of strategy, a lot of planning, and it takes money for the most part. So I wanted to dive into, with that population, how they can make their home better, how they can support their kids better, how they can make sure their kids are learning all that they can learn about money, and give them what they needed in order to achieve that level of financial success. I feel like it was one of the best populations, and the one that needed it the most.
And that's a greater population in a lot of our churches.
Exactly.
A lot of our churches have people are single females, or females as a whole. We just found out at the City of Love that a greater majority of the City of Love and churches across the nation are primarily women. That's why I thought it's very wise and smart and sensitive for you to reach out to this particular group to speak to them, but also the principles that you teach apply to everybody.
Yeah. Yes. I try my best to keep it as general as possible. Most women do, they catch on to the principles very quickly, but anyone can take these same principles and take these apps and take the different things that we talk about and apply them to their lives.
Okay, this is a great question. Thank you. Co-Pastor Centrell,
you're rolling.
You could be doing the interview.
You're rolling.
How can couples get on the same page regarding finance? Oh my God.
So there is a couple of things that you can do. Me and my husband, Tori, actually taught a series. It was on the money personalities. I actually have this on my YouTube page. I have a playlist of these videos. If you signed up for Money Monday, that's one of the things, the links that you will get is a link to the playlist where you can find out about these money personalities. But your money personality is who you are, how you were born in relationship with money. Just like we have spiritual gifts, just like we have a love language, you have a money personality. And knowing who you are with your money personality and who you married and their money personality is the very first thing that you can do to get on the same page. I tell the story all the time. Like when me and Tori first got married, I have always been the type of person that's a planner. I like to list everything out, but he is more of a flyer. He's like the one, he's like the flyer, the person that's just like, whatever. And I always wanted us to talk about it and write everything down and plan it all out. And he wanted to just like, oh, whatever, it's going to all work out. That's just his personality. And I used to get offended because I was like, you don't care about our family. And I just needed.
Why did you take it all the way there?
It was all the way there.
All the way there, from married to a great family, but because you don't want to say
you don't want to talk.
You don't care about our family.
You don't care. You only want to spend money. You don't care about our family. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
But I had to realize once we found out about the money personalities, dug into it. He took the test. I took the test. I realized that was just his personality, that it was not the top thing, not his top concern, but he was still really big on how it overall worked for our family. So we got on the same page. And I think that a lot of times it's just, we don't know. And it's not that we don't agree all the time. We just don't understand where the other person's coming from. So once you can understand, then you can get on the same page.
I think that's important also for, let's just say, pastors and finance office CEOs and finance office to understand the personality. Because my personality, I found it because I took your test too. I'm a risk taker.
Yep.
Right.
we found out you, Angie, are risk takers. And so it really helped me understand, though, because I'm like, oh, we need to do this, and because I'm a planner. But now I can see it from both angles, and it helps us. That's the thing, is there is no such thing as a good money personality. There's no such thing as a bad one either. We need them all, because the planners, we would plan and probably not get much done because all the money in the bank account, right? So you need them all. You need someone to kind of show you both sides.
Do you have an idea of what these different money personalities are?
Yeah, so there are 5 of them.
Okay, here we go. We're going to take our time right quick. We're going to give y'all something for free. Text the word wealth to 72,000, and ALAINA is going to teach you how to deal with money. She's going to send you something for free, all information on the YouTube channel. But these 5 money personalities, see if you can find yourself in these money personalities and put what you think yours is. Okay, you might hear it in the beginning, you might hear it at the end. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Here's your 5. The very first one is the saver. If you are a saver, you are the person that gets ultimate joy from seeing the money in your bank account. You don't want to spend any money. You just want it to sit in your bank account. And every time you open up your bank account, you love to see a big number. If someone's asking you about spending any type of money, you're not really for it, because you are a saver and you love to save. The second one is the spender. If you love to spend money, going to the mall just ultimately gives you joy. You love to shop. You love to spend money. You love to go out, and that is what gives you pure joy. The third one is the risk taker. So the risk taker is the person that likes to kind of take risks. So they are the ones that if they have $1, they want to make it $3. They want to make it $5. What else can we do to multiply this money? They are the ones that's always coming up with ideas. They want to do deep dives, jump into amazing different opportunities, and they are always looking for opportunities. They see opportunity everywhere, and they're the ones that like to spend money to make more money. The next one is the security seeker. I am a security seeker, and the security seeker is the planner. You don't mind spending money, but you like to plan it all the way out. You want to have every penny accounted for. You want to know where everything is. You get a sense of security in knowing how much you have in the bank, how much you're planning on spending, and just having a plan for every dollar that you have. And the very last one is the flyer. The flyer is a person who is not moved by money at all. That means that if they have $2 in their bank account and they are happy eating cereal on the couch, they are happy. They are not moved by money decisions. Money doesn't motivate them. Money doesn't move them. Money doesn't make them do anything differently. They are only going to move by what they want to do, but not by money. So those are your 5 money personalities. So you can be a spender, you could be a saver, you could be a risk taker, a security seeker, or a flyer. Y'all can put in the comments which one you are.
Which one do you think you are? Deidre said she's a security seeker. Then she came back and said she's a flyer. Deidre got multiple personalities. Right. You can have a little bit of some, but you're going to have one that's primary, right?
Yeah. So you can have a primary and a secondary personality. And when this happens, just think of it this way. If you've ever gone to the store, let's say you go to Best Buy, and when you're in Best Buy, you just see all the gadgets and you want to buy all of these new things, and you buy a DVD player and you're buying all this stuff. And then you get into the parking lot and you be like, wow, why did I buy all of this stuff? That buyer's remorse means usually that a secondary money personality is kicking in, which means you could be a spender while you're in Best Buy. But once you get to your car, your secondary money personality of a security seeker could have kicked in, and it could make you feel like buyer's regret. Why did I do this? Now I want to return everything. So that conflict that we usually have that's going on internally is usually two money personalities that are going against each other.
Wow. People putting in all of this stuff,
Yeah.
all of the different things. These are the type things that you're going to learn as you take ALAINA's course. She's got a whole coaching course that you can be a part of that's really going to help you. It's going to alleviate a lot of the fears that we've had on things like retirement, a lot of the fears that we have in that, do I have enough to make it through another storm? This COVID-19 is not going away anytime soon. But you can alleviate those fears, and we can alleviate those fears by good teaching. Mm-hmm. And ALAINA is phenomenal. She's teaching tonight at the Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship Cloud Conference. She's going to have the pillow talk, and you still have time to go and grab her class. This has been great, ALAINA. Text the word wealth to 72,000. Tell us a couple of things that we'll get.
So if you text the word wealth to 72,000, the first thing you're going to get is the link to the Money Monday class. So you'll be able to register for the next class. And every time we have one, you're always going to know the upcoming topic and the different things that we're going to talk about. You're also going to get it's a link that I have on 3 ways to save money when you feel like you don't have any. So this is a free gift from me that will kind of outline different things that you can do at this very moment. And I know a lot of times people feel like I need to have money to make money, but these are things that you can do with what you have at the current moment in order to save more money. So that's the next thing that you're going to get. And then you'll become on my email list. Every single week, I send out an email that is going to help you on your financial journey. It could be on budgeting. It can be on savings. We could be talking about ways to make money and different strategies that you can do. So all of these different things will help you in developing your overall financial strategy and making sure you set up a system that's best for you and your family. Like I said, a lot of times it's all based on fear. And when we don't know, we become fearful. We fear retirement. We fear different things because it's like, when I'm going to be able to do this? I don't know if I have enough money to do this, or how much I need, or how much, I need to do this, and this. But that's what these classes are all about. Our last class was how to get 1 month ahead. And we literally broke down the different things that you can do in order to have 1 month of money in your account. So you are literally paying this month's bills with last month's money. So that's the different things that we talk about. You should join us on Money Monday, every Monday, 4 p.m. Central.
And ALAINA will be teaching tonight. We're really looking forward to it and giving us real practical tips on how we can be helped. I mentioned earlier that she was featured in the Huffington Post, but just this month, you were also featured in another magazine.
Yes, I was featured in the New York Weekly. They did an entire article all about the organized money, and how life organization leads to financial peace.
Excellent. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
You're doing an excellent job in really helping a lot of people. And when she sends you the link on one app that you can download to save your money almost invisibly, you are going to thank us for that.
Yes, it's a great app. And I promise you, you won't even miss the money.
Yeah, we're doing it, and it's helping us a lot too. Yes. All right, much love to you, ALAINA. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you. Bye.
Tonight is going to be incredible. Not only will ALAINA be teaching, but also we're going to hear from God from our international presiding bishop. And right about now, if we were closing out the conference, we're at home probably getting dressed right now to come in and get ready for a great meeting. It's been a great week already. and it's going to end tonight. And really, I believe that the greatest hindrance to the move of God, to a move of God, cannot be just what we call sin. And I understand that, but please hear me. I believe the greatest hindrance to the move of God is when we become so familiar with the vessel that is assigned for the anointing that we don't look at them properly to receive from them. We can become so familiar with somebody that we really negate how God uses them in a very powerful way. And we thought it was necessary as we're getting prepared for our experiences tonight to talk to a man of God that has a unique way of capsulizing very spiritually what God is doing. We've heard different preachers and different singers and different expressions of God, and he has a unique way of bringing all that into one to give us clear revelation. He's our second presiding bishop. Of course, you know, he's my brother. We grew up in the same spiritual house as our father. Let's welcome to Behind the Cloud at Full Gospel, Bishop DARRYL BRISTER, our second presiding bishop. What's up, my brother? Blessing to you, Bishop. How are you?
I apologize, Bishop. How you doing, sir? I appreciate you so much. And again, man, you just continue to be used of the Lord in so many different facets to be a blessing to the people of God. Your ability to really just relate in a real way. I mean, anybody. You could talk to the professor, you could talk to the gangster, you could talk to the fourth grader. And that's just a special gift. I just appreciate you. You know, I tell you this all the time. Even when we travel together, I'll get on the plane and sit there and pull a pillow and go straight to sleep. You're gonna know Becky's name. You're gonna know Becky have 4 grandchildren. That's amazing. So I love that.
You work harder than I do, but man, at the end of the day, we both learn from the best.
Sir. Yes,
you know, we both sat at the feet of Gamaliel, as it were. Yes, our pastor, Bishop Morton, who blessed us last night. What did you get out of the day yesterday, in particular, the experience with our father, Bishop Morton, last night?
I just saw heritage. I saw heritage, Bishop. I saw legacy, and I also saw destiny. And interesting because I think that those 3 areas kind of speak to seasons within our lives, particularly with where we are as a people, as a church, and as an individual. Because heritage is what's behind us. Legacy is what's behind us. But destiny is still yet what's before us. And just watching the founder, that's what I really just kind of saw. It's amazing how he's been able to live in and still be alive in the midst of heritage, legacy, and destiny. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does. It does, Bishop. It does. And I knew you would have an interesting aspect, outlook on what has been going on. Because Bishop, I guess most people, maybe they know, maybe they don't. Here we are in the middle of Corona and racial unrest. But from a deep spiritual place, this is not new to you.
No.
When you talk about tragedy, when you're talking about surviving storms and all of that, and you've been able to come out better. So tell us how you do that. How do you do that? You've been able to navigate through life, through some real challenging times in your life. How were you able to do that and then apply those principles to what we're going through today?
So, Bishop, interesting. I think you used the actual word. The word was navigate. It takes me all the way back. My life, as you know, has a unique correlation because whenever I'm in struggle, whenever I'm in battle, whenever I am in the midst of calamity, I always reach back, Bishop, to my military training.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the most difficult, challenging tests, I will never forget it. my heart flutters sometime when I think about it now, Bishop, was I'll never forget, we were in Korea and they dropped us off on the back of a truck, and we had everything that we need in our rucksack, we had our weapon, we had everything. But that was the time to prove that we knew how to use a compass.
Mm-hmm.
And Bishop, in testing, I didn't do good with it then, because we would have to get the compass, we would have to plot the points on the map to locate where you are, and then you've got to shoot an azimuth to this mountain and measure it in meters. You know, and I'll never forget, they dropped us off, Bishop, on the back of the truck, and my heart was beating. And everybody had a different plotting section. And you had 6 hours. You had 6 hours to get to that point. And Bishop, here I am, 4.5 hours and 45 minutes. I could hear voices, but I didn't know where they were. I was disoriented. And they eventually, Bishop, they had to come and get me. And I found out that when you're in the midst of calamity, one of the first things that happen is you lose your bearing. You're disoriented. And that's why I was saying to my staff, I was saying to our church, don't put me under the pressure to give answers right now. You know, and we do that sometimes, like, oh, we got to, no, it's not, I can't figure. First of all, I need to shoot an azimuth. I need to see, where am I? Before I even know where we're going. You know, Bishop, and that's what happens sometimes. We, out of nowhere, we hit calamity. It's almost like we experience a spiritual concussion. You got to go into concussion protocol.
Come on.
It takes a moment.
Come on.
Blow like that, Bishop. You know, and all of us, we've all taken a blow. We've never been here before. The only thing that I feel right now that gives me an advantage is, Bishop, I've been in and through concussion protocol before.
Haven't you though? Okay, let me set the stage to this so the people would know. Okay, we know Bishop BRISTER is a man of God. We know him being one of the youngest bishops ever to be consecrated, not just with full gospel, but in the kingdom of God as a whole. That's how much wisdom and insight and revelation and anointing he has, and I found to trust him with that mantle on his life. But in the middle of growing, the fastest growing church in the southern region of the United States of America, Beacon Light, planning churches, putting a church in Hammond, a church in Houma, a church in Baton Rouge, a Haiti church. In the middle of all this, I mean, you were flying all over the world, private plane, on the Word Network, church was growing, and then boom, Hurricane Katrina came and blew it all up. Worship for a long time in a rented space, was finally able to get back into your space. Bishop, I just want you to minister to us, to teach us, because we all, like you say, we're disoriented, man. We're trying to figure this out. I don't have no answers. I don't even know. How did you do that and still keep your sanity in the middle of all that? Take some time and minister to us, Bishop.
As you were mentioning that, Bishop, the first thing that comes to mind, and I think that, of course, the Bible, the Word of God, is our atlas. It's our spiritual GPS. If we would just follow God's instructions and not try to go down the streets of familiarity, but just trust the instructions that we're receiving. What always comes to me when I find myself in a particular moment is the Word of God that says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord will deliver them out of them all. I really believe that. I really believe that. I believe that what the afflictions that I go through, that as long as I hold on to God's hand, He will bring me through it into the other side. And I always ask myself, Bishop, even with our relationship and so many others, with Hurricane Katrina, I'll never forget. I was in deep, deep, dark depression flying one time back to Houston on a late night flight. And I remember before I realized it, a warm tear was running down my left eye. And I remember flying back to Houston, and I asked the Lord this question. I said, Lord, why me? I say, why me? And I remember the Lord saying to me, if not you, who else would you want me to send through this? And I couldn't think of no one. I said, God, because this is a lonely place. This is a dark place. This is a deep, defining place. And it's been going on a long time. God says, who would you want me to send through this? Then I couldn't think of anyone. And he said to me, so don't ask the question, why you? He says, ask the question, what am I trying to teach you as you go through this? And Bishop, it is impossible for us to go through a crisis and not come out changed. And always, for the believer, we're changed for the better. So even when I couldn't see beyond it, I also embraced the real painful reality of Christianity. And what is that? In order for there to be a resurrection, there must first be a crucifixion. And I realize that it takes a crucified man to preach a crucified Christ.
Yeah, Bishop, I know what it is to be crucified. You know, I know what it is to
I know you do.
To die, you know.
I know you do.
To want to die, you know.
Come on, bro. And see, can I say something about that?
Please.
I was gonna just for a moment, because when people see Bishop DARRYL BRISTER, Bishop Lester Love, this is what they see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the moments, I know you know. I know you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I've been through concussion protocol.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I've been through.
Yes, sir.
You've been through concussion protocol before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and then at the same point too, Bishop, I think sometimes we put ourselves under unrealistic expectations that we always feel that whatever it is we go through, we have to understand it while we go through it. Mm-hmm. And we don't say this, but we also have to let people think we know when we coming out. And we don't know. And here we are right here, right now. The Bishop, so much of this, man, again, you and your tremendous staff, this has been incredible. I mean, Bishop Joseph Warren Walker is today Bishop Paul S. Morton Sr. back then. Right. You see it? I mean, revolutionary in thought and then revolutionist in person. You know what I'm saying? They're way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. But Bishop, one of the things that really blessed me was I got an opportunity to listen to the class with Bishop Designate Craig Oliver. And man, I don't remember the last time I've ever sat in a class and wept. His class made me cry because his class, Bishop, was literally strategically spelling out everything in my spirit. It was just incredible. So I'm just, I mean, this platform, your ingenuity, the team, the coming together of this, to God be the glory.
Yeah, Bishop, it's been a great week. It's been a great week. And as you mentioned, Bishop Walker and Bishop Morton are so much alike.
They are.
Different expressions of how God uses them, but so much alike when it comes to their leadership and being able to be sensitive to the season, and allow us to be able to minister specifically to that season. And tonight, we're going to hear from our presiding bishop on tonight. And what are you expecting tonight?
Let me tell you, can I tell you what I'm not expecting? What I am not expecting is a Sunday morning sermon. I'm not expecting a Sunday morning sermon. I believe that the Lord is going to uniquely speak through him a positional message that I believe for those of us who have ears to hear, we will begin to experience one of the first things, Bishop, that is needed after experiencing that concussion or that blow. That is bearing, when you start getting your bearing.
Yeah.
Because if you can get your bearing, if I could at least see the water tower.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then I know at the foot of the water tower is the bridge, and that's only got to be in that direction. And that's what we need right now, I believe, as a people, and uniquely, the body of Christ is watching. Yeah. There are others from on the, and that's good. Yeah. That is fine. My first days, Bishop, after coming out of the Army and coming back here to New Orleans, I used to go to the Union Baptist Theological Seminary. Okay. You gotta be really from New Orleans and from the hood to know that it was across the street from the St. Bernard Project. Exactly, right. Right. And I'll never forget, man, I used to have a New Testament professor. His name was Dr. Martin B. Fortner. He pastored the Israelite Baptist Church. And this is what Dr. Fortner used to say to us. He used to say, ain't nothing wrong with being a copycat. Just make sure you copy the right cat.
Yeah, man. That's what I do, Bishop. I just copy the right people.
Copy the right cat.
Yeah, I copied you in a lot of things that I do from the ministry, man. You were the cat I was copying.
And Bishop, whatever you say I am, you another one.
You're another one. So, Bishop, we said earlier that when we talked to Bishop Andrew Randall, our Bishop of Legal Affairs, and he's talking about how much he's enjoying being able to exercise his gift of being a cook. He's a chef. And I said that before this started, there will be some people that will come into this with one career and probably end up in another career. Okay. But that means that the other things that we like to do. So not only are you a preacher, yes, sir, and a builder and an apostle and a father and a husband and a friend and a brother, but also, Bishop, you're an undercover comedian.
I am, Bishop.
That if you wouldn't have been a preacher, you might have been standing on the stage with the kings of comedy.
Probably so. And let me say this, and probably after I finish preaching, that's what I'll be doing.
Really? Okay.
I think I want right here in the city of New Orleans. I think I want to, after ministry, not far from Beacon Light, I don't know the building yet, but I want my own comedy club.
I read that in the bio on Full Gospels. I went to the bio page and I saw your bio for some reason. You've been saying that.
I've been saying that. I'm serious. I want a comedy club where people can kind of come hear good music and the upcoming comic come. Seriously. Okay. All right. The name of it is going to be The Funny Bone.
The Funny Bone. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's, Terry, change the title right now, y'all. We are at The Funny Bone. Okay. We are at The Funny Bone. And Bishop BRISTER is going to come and give us a little. Let's set him up right. Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to the Funny Bone with D.
Man, I'm so glad y'all came tonight. First of all, I just want to ask one question. In the midst of this time of a pandemic, do midgets have to social distance 3 feet? Something to think about. I posted this morning, I was wondering, and I can't wait to get one. And I want to know, what are they going to look like? By the way, have they made masks for two-faced people yet? In which way would you wear it? What would a mask for a two-faced person look like? I bet a couple of y'all need to order a few. Let me go through my, let me see what I got right quick. So, the cat and the mouse both died, and they went to heaven. After a few weeks, God asked the mouse, so how do you like it? What you love here about heaven? The mouse says, oh, it's great. It's just so big. The mouse asks God, he says, can I by chance get some roller skates? And God said to the mouse, sure. A few weeks later, God saw the cat and asked the cat, say, how do you like it now? And the cat says, I love it. He says, just when I thought heaven could get no better, one day I was sitting down and here come Meals on Wheels. That's the main thing. I'll be laughing at my old jokes. Oh my God, I'm going on this one. Welcome to the Funny Bone, y'all. This was about a Protestant and a Catholic who was living in the same neighborhood. During Lent, they could eat fish, but they kept smelling grilled steaks. They was wondering, now wait a minute, if you have converted from Protestant to Catholic, why during Lent are we smelling you grilling steaks? He says, no, the priest came by. He says the priest came by and sprinkled water on him. He says, and when the priest came and sprinkled water on him, the priest told him, you were born a Baptist, you were raised a Baptist, but you're going to die a Catholic. He says, and it worked for me. He says, so the reason why y'all smell these steaks and these burgers in the backyard in the midst of my Lent, he says, because I'm over there sprinkling on the grill and telling these steaks, you was born a cow, you was raised a cow, but you dying a fish. Oh man, I'm going on this one, Bishop.
Oh. Give me one more, man. Give me one more. Give me one more. Last one.
Last one. This archaeologist in New York, he dug down 10 feet. He dug down 10 feet, he discovered copper wiring. He says over 100 years ago, New Yorkers had a phone system. Another man in California, he dug down 20 feet and he says, no, I discovered copper wiring over 200 years ago. Californians have the communication in place. Junebug from Texas heard about this story and he dug down 30 feet and he found nothing there. But he says, but I got this because over 300 years ago, Texas, we went wireless. Oh man.
Oh, the Funny Bone.
So I'm gonna go. I'm serious. I just need some music and some background.
Yeah, I got you. So I played it. I didn't know how it was gonna come out. I gave you a little something though. I had a little music playing.
No, yeah. But I'm we here behind the scenes, man, full gospel. So this is rated G. I have some rated PG-13.
Okay, we are. I mean,
yeah, I know, but I just don't want to offend anyone.
Did Jesus say they shall be offended? Man, Bishop, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for praying for us. Thank you for ministering to us. Saw you last night, yesterday, rather, kicking off our offering time, just working so hard, teaching us how to serve at another level. We know tonight's going to be great as we close out this great conference, man. We want to let you know we appreciate you, and thank you for letting us come to the Funny Bone.
I appreciate you, Mr. Executive Secretary. You're one of the hardest working, dearest, cherished brothers I know. I appreciate you. I mean that.
I appreciate you, man. Love you, man. See you tonight.
Love you. Okay, bro. Peace.
We going to church tonight, y'all. Thank you to our second presiding bishop. We're going to church tonight. We'll be back in about 30 minutes, okay? We're going to bring over our family from the Good News Show and bring them in the full gospel. And tonight, we're going to talk to our overseer of youth. If anybody has a kid, okay, and they running around the house wondering what's going on, tell them to come on with us at 6:30. Overseer D'Artagnan Jameson is going to be with us. And really a woman of God that we really need to hear from tonight. She helps us in full gospel cares. She deals with response and disaster, how to deal with this COVID thing. Okay. And we're going to learn that tonight at 6:30. And after that at 7 o'clock, we going to church with the Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship. You're behind the cloud. We behind the cloud. And then tonight, young preachers tonight after Bishop Walker's done. So it's going to be a great night tonight. Thank y'all for being with us behind the cloud. We'll be back at 6:30. And we'll see you on the full in a few minutes. Full Gospel strong, y'all.
Full Gospel Baptist Church invites you to the Cloud Conference, July 9th through 10th. Join us for this interactive 2-day online experience as we discuss the future of faith, family, fitness, and finances with main session speakers Bishop Joseph W. Walker III, Dr. Stephanie Walker, Bishop Paul S. Morton Sr., Darius Daniels, cloud speakers Phil Cook, Dr. Anita Phillips, Craig Oliver, April D. Ryan, and more. Sign up for the Cloud Conference for free. Visit our website for more information.